Today, I'm going to show you how to make one of these. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have here 9 Cabochon medallions that I got at the dollar store. And for this video, we're going to go ahead and use this one I have chosen in the middle. And I was surprised when I went there the other day because I needed to get envelopes to send out for my books, Winter Rain. And I saw these there, so I picked a couple bags up. And I thought, you know what, let's check the nail polish aisle. And so I did that as well. And I got a lot of choices and colors. And I went home and I started painting. And it was so fun that I shared on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and I got a lot of responses from you wanting to see more and how I did that. So that's what this video is all about. I got this idea to make the dragon eyes from another YouTube channel, and I'll link her link below. Her name is Yvonne Williams, and she does amazing work, and I thought I would give the dragon eyes a try. I did notice when I was making the first set of Cabochon dragon eyes that I needed to do my work in a well-ventilated area, so you might want to have a window open when you do this, and possibly wear a mask if you're sensitive to the nail polish, because it does give off a lot of fumes. So if that helps, you could probably get a headache from it too. So just I just wanted to mention that. I have a fan I usually use, but in this video, because the fan lets out a big background noise, I chose not to do the fan. But I am near a window that's open, so you might hear some birds chirping in the background during the video. Well, let's get started. These are the colors that we're going to be using in today's video. Here is LA Colors 304. It's a silver. I use it quite a bit. I love it a lot. And then the next color, I'm not sure if we're going to use it, but we may. It's LA Colors number 402. It's a white. It does really well with darker colors, and so it's a nice contrast to bring out some of the lighter colors when using white. And then red 406 is another LA color. I got all of these LA color nail polishes at the dollar store. And then black 412. That is a color I use quite a bit. I wish I would have gotten more than just one, because I have a feeling I'm going to run out of that one rather quickly. And then Kiss Gel Shine nail polish. I got this at the dollar store as well. I absolutely love, love, love this nail polish on the dragon eyes. It brings out the gold and sparkle in those eyes, and it just makes it just beautifully shine. And then this is Sally Hansen Instant Dry Fast Nail Color. And I've had this laying around, and I went ahead and brought it up, and that color is called Cherry Blaze. So I'm going to start off with black, and I'm going to use my tool here. It's got a little bit of gunk on it, but I just used regular tools. I think these are just a little toolkit that I had gotten a while back. I think this is the Stanley toolkit, but it was like a little miniature set, and so I just started using that. I also like the Phillips the Phillips screwdriver, so you could probably use that as well. And then the other tool that I use is a chisel. So sometimes this chisel works really good with making bigger grooves in your project. So I'm going to shake this up, and then I'm going to take a little bit and dab the center, and you don't want to do too much. And this took practice. I mean, I did many eyes before I felt like I was comfortable doing the pupils. But what I do is I just take and I go up and then down, and I continue to go up, just drawing from the center that dab that I've done. And I go up, and then I come back down here, trying to even it out. And then, after I'm comfortable with the way I like that, I like that pretty well, so I also draw out the color this way. And then that way. And I think I like that, but what I do want to do is maybe dab just a tiny bit right there. And I'll draw it a little bit. Oops. I don't want to go too much into the paint because I don't want it to scrape. And there's my eye. Okay. I'm going to do my other eyes here as well. And then we'll go on to the next step. With this eye, I think what I want to do, because I want it to have black and red be the dominant colors, I'm going to put black around the edge here. And it just depends on how deep you want your impressions to be. For this one, a lot of times I would make the black really prominent, but this time I think I just want to swipe a little bit here and there. I don't want to be too heavy on the black right now. But I did not mention before, this can get really messy and your fingers can get really sticky. I have not figured out how to keep my fingers from getting full of nail polish, so that I think just takes some practice. And so I notice I just brushed that a little bit around on the sides. But what I want to do before it dries, I want to also take my scraping tool and I want to scrape. So I'm going to scrape these right here. And if you notice, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but if you notice, there is scrapes that go up towards the pupil. Now it just completely totally is up to you as the artist, and every one of these are different, and never no two are going to be the same. So it's kind of where it ends up is how it'll be in the end, I guess. So scrape. I will allow that to dry a little bit. It is kind of a cold and wet day here in California today, so I'm not sure how these will hold up. I've always made the dragon eyes on a warm day, so this will be the first time I've made a dragon eye on a cool late spring day. So Now I'm going to take my red and I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the black on the, around the edges. And what does it look like on the other side? That's what it looks like on the other side so far. And my fingers are already getting gucky. It is a messy job, but someone's got to do it. So before this dries, again, I want to scrape. So scrape. I don't know if you can see that, but there's the scrapes. Oh no! Well, that's all right. Goes with the territory, right? Being an artist. Who knows? Maybe that'll turn out to be kind of cool, right? Okay. I'm going to let that dry. And I want to clean my space a little bit. I don't know if I want that on my workspace, so wipe that up. And we'll kind of let that dry a little bit. Looks like it's drying a little bit, so I'm going to use another coat of red. This time I'm going to do it a little thicker. I'm going to use my scraper. I'm going to scrape it again. Now you can have it. You can do either go this way, or you can go this way towards the pupil. This time around, I think I'm going to go inward. What's going to happen is the red around here, around this iris, is going to go towards the pupil, and then there's going to be red flecks in the piece. So I'm going to do it this way. What does that look like on the other side? Oh, see, look at that. It's gonna be pretty. So I'm gonna let that dry just a little bit. But while that's drying, I think what I want to do is put in some gold. I think I'm gonna try some gold. So, and my gold is only going to go in the area where it hasn't been painted yet, really. So I'm not going to be too picky about going in between that, but all I'm going to do is right here and right here. So when you look it over, it looks like that on the other side. And then I'm going to, oops, I'm going to need to wipe off my excess there. Okay, and then I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to pull from the pupil, and I'm going to go into the red. Let's see, what does that look like? Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Going to be a very unique looking eye, right? Allow that to dry just a little bit. Every time you put on a new coat, of course, it's going to wet the undercoat a little bit. But I think what I want to do now is maybe try some silver. Now this is dried a little bit, so I'm going to try the silver now. And I'm going to go over the red with the silver. Just the red part, not quite the gold yet. So maybe I'll do this. I will dab it first. And then maybe stroke it over. Go. What does that look like on the other side? So I don't know if you can see some of that flux. It's pretty, it's coming along, but you can see a little bit of the silver on the sides. So I'm going to let that dry for maybe 30 seconds to a minute. All right, now instead of going inward, although maybe that would look kind of cool, huh? I was going to go outward, but come to think of it, maybe that would look really neat. So I'm going to go this way instead. And I'm going to go towards the pupil. Oh yeah, look at how deep and dark red that is going to be. Okay, so now I think what I want to do is maybe more gold, because I do want to bring out that gold. So I'm going to cover this all up in gold. See the gold flecks coming through? I think what I want to do is do more gold. So I'm going to take the Phillips screwdriver and I'm going to go outward this time. And this is going to make smaller strokes. I don't like to paint over the black because then that way I know my center. I know where I'm going to be going. That way I'm not getting right onto the pupil. I usually don't paint over the pupil until I'm almost done. So see how that opened up? You see all those scrapes in there? I'm going to paint it gold again. And that's going to bring the gold back out. And it's okay to do it when it's still wet because you are working with the same color. And we'll flip it over. See the gold, how it comes through? I don't know. I think I want to do another layer of gold. What do you think? I think so. Do another layer of gold. So this time I'm going to use the flathead again, but this time I'm going to be very careful and I want to make sure that I'm not using it this way where it's flat, but rather where it's this way, where it has a thin layer. Sometimes I'll use a chisel, but I think I'm just going to use this. Wipe your excess off on your napkin if you prefer. I have a Kleenex. So see, look at that. And that's going to be filled in with gold. Now, if I wanted to use the white, I could put the white in there. Because as you can see, you can imagine what it would look like if I did do the white with all that white coming through, because this is white. You'd be able to see that. Now, if I put in another gold, I'll cover it up, you kind of have an idea of what it would look like. So I think what I'm going to do is another layer of gold. The more I do it, the more golden color it comes out. I think I'm beginning to like the way it is. I wonder if we should do some black flecks in there or leave it the way it is. Kind of want to do one more layer of gold because look at the gold's really coming out. And I wanted it to be a red and black eye with the gold. So I'm going to let this dry just a tad bit. All right, I'm going to, let's see, I think I'm going to come in and use the Phillips again, and I'm going to scrape it out once more. Grab that excess off there, and all that groove, all those grooves are going to fill in with gold. This is probably going to be my last coat. Yeah. So I'm going to go over the pupil now. What I might do, come to think of it though, I think I want to do one more stroke on the edging. So after this dries, I probably will take the chisel and do that to bring out some of the black around the edges. We're almost done. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, and it brings out so much of the gold. Gorgeous. And you can just take, after it dries, take off, I use fingernail polish remover and I take off the surface. It's been kind of gucked up a little bit since we've been going. So I am going to let that dry. And for me, it's going to be probably a good 5 minutes or so. But for you, it'll be just a couple seconds. And we'll do the edging around the side here. Now, it seems it might be a little dry. It's still quite, it's a little wet. I'm going to use this, the chisel. And the reason I'm going to use the chisel is because it's strong and it has more control with the tip. And I really want to get that black to come out. Right now, I mean, it's beautiful. But I want the black to come out around the edges right here a little more. I mean, it's there. You can see it a little bit, but I want to do just a little bit more. So I am going to do this. And I'm just going to go all the way around just the edge. That's it, just the edge. And if you can see hold it up to the light. I don't know, can you see that? All that white is going to be covered up with black. Okay. And the other side. Ooh, see how those black flecks come through? I can see them coming through. Now if I want to make it more prominent, what I would do is go through and do this, which I think I'm doing, right? And let's try the black again. It's very hard to see the black, I think, but when I clean it up, you'll be able to see it, and I'll show a video more of that. But I think I mentioned before that I was done with the gold, but you know what? I think I'm going to do gold one more time, and I'm going to just do right here. Get some Kleenex here, and I think I'm just going to do right here. Yep. I'm going to let that dry and come back and do the gold. I do want to make sure the black gets completely incorporated into that last scratching that I did. Okay, I'm going to come back, let this dry. Well, that looks like it's a little drier than it was. So I am going to put one more coat of gold. I know I said that I was done the last time, but I'm thinking it needs a little more gold. So here we go. I have a feeling I'm going to run out of gold. I use gold so much. I'm going to probably run out of the black too. But, you know, I'm amazed. When I started working with these cabochons, making these dragon eyes, I didn't realize how relaxing it is. It is so, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know how to explain it. Therapeutic maybe? It's just really relaxing. I really enjoy doing it. And there we go. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit. But that's the back. And there's the front. Doesn't the gold just bring it out? Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. You know, I don't think the camera can capture how beautiful this looks with the naked eye. And now I'm really done. Really done. I promise you that. I'm not going to do any more coats. So I'm going to let that set overnight, and then in the morning I will come back and check on it, and we can see the end result. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button over there and hit the bell. You'll get notifications for the next time I post a video. I post videos every Friday. And hit the like button over here, and that will let YouTube know that you like my video. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk with you soon. Until next time, bye!